So hello to everyone who's joined us today. My name is Laurie Sinnett and I'm a senior consultant with Bizagi, and today we're going to take a look at how Bizagi takes care of business processes so you can take care of your business. We'll see how Bizagi enables business and IT to break out of their respective silos and actually work together on process improvement initiatives. For our agenda, we're going to take a look at Bizagi, who we are, and then we're going to take a look at what we call the challenge of complexity. What is getting in the way of BPM success? We'll then take a look at how Bizagi and Bizagi's unique business platform can help you overcome that challenge. And finally, we'll open up to questions. So who are we? Who are Bizagi? Well, Bizagi have been in the business of process automation for 25 years now. And we believe that business process automation and improvement should be easy, and it should be intuitive. And it should enable organizations to automate processes faster and more flexibly. We're passionate about delivering faster results to our customers. We're supporting our customers with a truly 24/7 organization headquartered out of the United Kingdom. And we're working with some of the world's largest companies, the likes of Adidas, BAE Systems, on their business transformation journeys. And we have strategic partnerships in place with all of the global consultancies to support those journeys, the likes of Ernst & Young, PwC, and Infosys. And our customers are achieving great things. They're achieving great results. Adidas, for example, reduced their operational costs by 60%. Mars saw a 7-fold improvement in their process cycle time. Colpensiones perform 28 million activities per month, serving 6.5 million citizens, managing transactions worth just over $4 billion. And Infocaja reduced their operational costs by 80%. So we're passionate about helping our customers achieve success. And we don't just sell, we believe in building long-lasting relationships with those customers. And we'll elaborate in a short while on 3 more of those customer stories: Adidas, Colpensiones, and Anida. So this is the promise of BPM. The challenges facing organizations in today's market are growing. And in order to address those challenges, companies look to process-centric structures, methodologies, technologies, combined together business process management. And organizations want some, if not all, of the kind of results we can see on the screen: reductions in costs, improved performance, better visibility, to name but some. But we believe there's an elephant in the room. And that elephant is, well, why are so many customers still finding it so hard and at times impossible to achieve BPM success? What is stopping them? Why aren't they able to get those results? Where does this complexity come from? Well, certainly some of the complexity has absolutely nothing to do with technology. I mean, BPM as a discipline, an organizational practice, if you will, is technology agnostic. Delivering upon a business strategy involves many things, such as effective change management, training, a shift in organizational culture, or to put it simply, people. And this can be tough at times to translate that strategy into execution. Indeed, it might even involve changing the organizational structure itself. So we've got to deal with that inherent complexity even before we introduce the technology behind BPM. And because it's technology, right, it must be the domain of the IT folks. Because after all, they understand the language of technology: XML, HTML5, CSS3, enterprise architecture, and so on. But what about these folks, the business community? I mean, shouldn't it involve them as well? I mean, isn't this business process management after all? And they understand the language of business. They understand customer-centric, return on investment, lean, profit. So On the one side, IT have a language, and on the other side, business have a language. Yet both of these sides are crucial to the success of a BPM project, but already we've got the beginnings, if you will, of a language barrier. Then the majority of BPM tools, BPM vendors out there on the market proceed to make that problem, that language barrier, far, far worse. Bizarrely, they attempt to solve the complexity problem by actually adding more complexity. Huge, highly technical BPM programming tools targeted directly at the IT community and requiring deep technical skill and detailed programming knowledge. And they're so technical that even the actual workflow models have more in common with a programming language than they do with a business process. And that language barrier is now almost insurmountable, with the result that the business side of the organization are completely excluded from the construction of their business processes. The complexity of that BPM tool has now cemented that language barrier. And we've now got broken communication between business and IT. And it's that broken communication which leads to a lack of collaboration. And more than anything else, it's that lack of collaboration that presents the biggest challenge to your BPM projects. Because in our view, simply put, without collaboration, the success of your BPM project is in danger, and more often than not, will fail. So what is the secret behind some of those success stories we were looking at earlier from our customers? I mean, how can Bizagi help? What's unique about Bizagi? Well, in short, Bizagi is built from the ground up to be a business collaboration platform, not just a programming tool that can only be used by IT. And not only is it built from the ground up to be a business collaboration platform, but it's also built from the ground up to give you maximum reuse of your process assets, sub-processes, forms, rules, data, and so on, which is critical to achieving success in the long term as you move across a broad process landscape, looking to automate one process after the other. Bizagi is designed around a unique, clean architecture that separates the process layer from the data layer from the enterprise mapping layer. In Bizagi, the process is the application, and therefore process maps remain readable and business people remain involved and engaged. They own process assets. The key to this clean separation is our unique enterprise mapping layer built upon our virtualization technology. This clean business-focused architecture avoids the pitfalls faced by many other BPM systems, the clutter of what we call spaghetti BPM, where there's so much technical dependency, technical clutter, that the business process application becomes both costly and difficult to change and maintain. So what does this mean? What are the benefits of this kind of architecture to your organization? Well, if we kind of look from left to right across our user community, if you will, for our process owner, it means faster engagement, it means collaboration, and it means continuous improvement. After all, business process management isn't about traditional application development. It's a new paradigm where we should be able to be more agile and more flexible, improving our business processes. If we look at the folks who build our applications, the business analysts, the process designers, it means they get faster, simpler development with a huge amount of reuse and transparency. It gives our executives, the CIO, the CAO, a lower cost of ownership, an ability to scale quickly across their process landscape, and an improved resilience. That lower cost of ownership comes from faster development, less hardware, and a cleaner reuse. And for our end users, it lets them work on processes that are easy to understand, both on the desktop and on any of their mobile devices. So if we revisit our earlier picture, with this broken collaboration between business and IT, with Bizagi we now have this. That language barrier has gone, and we've now got true collaboration between the business community and the IT community. Because Bizagi's platform is about binding together the business side and the IT side, speaking the language of collaboration. So before we move on and take a look at some of our customer stories in more detail, let's summarize. We believe successful BPM projects will not happen without collaboration, and collaboration is built upon sharing a common language, the language of process. Bizagi will provide that business platform to achieve that collaboration and actually deliver measurable results. If you will, our platform will help you put the business back into BPM. And we make a promise to our customers around three things. Our customers can try, can test, and can compare our software without making any financial commitment whatsoever. Our software is freely available to download. We are the only BPMS vendor to do this. You can make that experience risk-free. Our customers can turn their process maps into running process applications and workflows through modeling instead of having to spend all of their time programming. They'll get fast results. And by hiding away the technical complexities, our customers can model early to bring the IT side and the business side together. Collaboration. In Bizagi, we have this philosophy on achieving BPM success. Start small, think big, and scale fast. For a successful BPM journey, you need to make BPM go viral within your business. And to achieve this, you need a quick win. If you will, you need to address a burning problem at lightning speed. So let's take a look at a real-world example. One of the biggest banks in Spain, BBVA, established Anida, which was a new business to deal specifically with repossessed properties. And with Bizagi's BPM suite, they addressed their quest for agility during the big financial crisis a few years ago. They implemented 12 burning admission processes in 19 weeks, crucially 20% quicker than they'd originally projected with other tools. 2 years into the project's implementation, over 42 processes are now fully automated and used by over 1,000 employees. On average, there's about 3,500 cases created monthly, and over 20% are closed in the same period. The success of that initial admissions project encouraged BBVA to expand the use of BPM in their other parent functional areas. They found, if you will, the holy grail of BPM and made BPM viral within their business. Well, now we've started small, we need to think big, and so on an entirely different level, actually one of the world's biggest BPM projects, Colpensiones is the Colombian government's newly introduced state pension department, and they achieved BPM greatness in a very short amount of time. They needed to reduce costs, they needed to automate these pension processes and improve the quality of service offered by what was a rather failing old pension system. And the results? 118 processes went live in a record time of 9 months to administer the contributions of millions of citizens. Currently, their BPM system, running on Bizagi, performs 28 million activities and manages 900,000 cases per month. In 2012, the geographical reach increased from 65 to 92 offices in 49 cities, serving over 6.5 million citizens. And the system now manages just over $4 billion worth of financial transactions. We've started small, we're thinking big. Now let's take a look at an example of scaling fast. Adidas, the leading global provider of sports footwear and apparel and accessories. This global multi-million brand undertook a formal selection of BPM technology to fix some of the burning issues across several areas of its worldwide operations. Bizagi ended up as the technology of choice for replacing ad hoc manual processes that were previously implemented with emails, spreadsheets, and SharePoint. And ramping up quickly over a 2-year period, 11 projects delivered automation across various departments, including supply chain management, marketing, finance, retail, and e-commerce, demonstrating Bizagi's flexibility and suitability to address multifunctional needs of global organizations. And the formation of the Workflow Solutions team in 2011 in Adidas continued upon delivering cost efficiencies, quality improvements in terms of best practice sharing, stronger IT business collaboration, and reuse. And Bizagi's BPMS has become the underlying model-driven development platform deployed by the team. So they started small, they thought big, and were able to scale fast. Over 3,000 internal users now work on the different business processes on over 346,000 cases created every year. The supplier onboarding process has improved cycle times by over 50% across 500 factories. And the supply chain management operational costs have been reduced by a staggering 60%. So they started small, they thought big, and they were able to scale fast. So in summary, I'd like to finish this presentation by having us think about one question. How can my business start small and yet advance quickly through my BPM journey? Technology should be the enabler of process improvement and reduce business costs. Yet as we've seen, our experience of the market shows that whilst other BPM systems continue to merely address the IT side of the organization, then scaling your BPM efforts and cost reduction becomes almost impossible to achieve. Because your automation journey, as it continues, it gets more and more bogged down in technical complexity and what we call spaghetti BPM. It's only our unique architecture that can bring both the business and IT side together and spark that collaboration. Both sides can speak the BPM language, and business process improvement is achieved with the clean separation of the process layer, the data layer, and the enterprise layer, providing maximum reuse of your process assets and less, not more, complexity as you advance forwards. So with Bizagi, process owners can increase productivity, they can reduce their business costs, and they can achieve product and service improvement. Because as we said at the beginning, Bizagi will take care of your business processes so you can take care of your business. So, if you want to discover how to make BPM go viral within your business, or if you just need some help in choosing that first quick and measurable process, then please contact us using the following email address: marketing@bizagi.com, or alternatively use the following short link in your web browser: biza.gi/firstprocess. So thank you for taking the time to listen, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have now.